You can be that fancy sourdough baker with this beautiful round Boule loaf in 15 minutes. No joke, that's all it took for me to make this beautiful sourdough loaf. Don't believe me? Watch this. By the way, I'm MJ, founder of loadedpotato.org and your Refrigerator Eliminator. I help you hack your kitchen with quick, easy, budget-friendly meals using only shelf-stable ingredients straight from your pantry. I'm not gonna lie, sourdough looks intimidating. I thought it was intimidating too. Mostly because everyone talks about all the kneading and stretch and folds every 30 minutes for 12 hours straight. Are you insane? Not happening, not in this house, not for me. You know those people who spend a week to organize a meeting for everyone and the meeting takes 2 hours and the entire thing could have been summed up in a quick email that took 2 seconds? Yeah, those people are those people. There is a better way, let me show you. I just mix, rise, plop it in the pan, let it rise one more time, and then bake. You know me. I built a website around staying out of the kitchen. Why would I include sourdough if it made you stay in the kitchen? It is seriously so easy, and if I can do it, you can do it. Now, I'm making this round Boule bread to serve 10, which is a whole loaf. But check out my recipes on loadedpotato.org, and you can get the recipe to feed anywhere from 5 to 20 people, which is great if you have a big family or just want leftovers. And check out the auto grocery calculator if you want to have this meal on hand ready to go in the pantry. And it will calculate exactly the groceries you need to feed this and any other loaded potato meal for one meal for 5 people or 20 people every night for 10 years. You pick your meals, we do all the calculating, even add to your Walmart or Amazon fresh cart right from our site, all free. Anyways, let's get started on this beautiful sourdough Boule loaf. So we're gonna start with a medium to large bowl and your kitchen scale so we can weigh everything instead of having 8 zillion measuring cups that are dirtied all over the place. So we're gonna start with 115 grams of your active sourdough starter. We're gonna zero out our scale and pour in 115 grams. Next, we're gonna add 340 grams of water, zero out our scale again, 340 grams of water, and 20 grams of salt. Zero out our scale again. All right, now we're going to mix the starter, water, and salt all together to make sure the starter has dissolved completely into the water. Now we're gonna add 570 grams of bread flour. Zero out our scale again. Now we're gonna mix it all together with just a simple butter knife. Okay, once you got it all mixed together as much as you can with your knife, it'd still be kind of clumsy. Now we just gotta dive in and start mixing it with our hands. Okay, once you got your dough all mixed together in a nice blob, it looks a little sticky, but not sticky enough that it like clings to your hand. Just a little bit of attack. Now I'm just gonna take your blob, plop it right back into your bowl. And now we're just gonna cover it. I like to use a shower cloth, but you can use a towel if you like. And we're gonna cover it for 18 to 24 hours and let it rise until it has doubled. And then we'll finish up in the morning. All right, it's been about 22 hours since we let our dough rise and it has risen beautifully. Actually transferred it to this glass container so that you could see all the bubbles on the side. Can you see that? How beautiful it is? How bubbly it is? So now the best Boule loaves are made in Dutch ovens. So get yourself a big, heavy duty Dutch oven pan. But to make sure that the bottom doesn't burn, we're first gonna line the bottom with a half a cup of rice, and this acts as an insulator. We're just gonna throw it right in the bottom. Now we're going to line the pan with our parchment paper. You can give it a good crumple first, and that helps you be able to maneuver the parchment paper a lot easier. And now, the hard part, just kidding. All you have to do, scrape your edges, turn this thing into a dough ball. We're not gonna knead it. We're not gonna do nothing to it. We're gonna grab it into a giant heaping ball, make it a ball. We're literally just gonna plop it right into our Dutch oven pan. Call me crazy, but just watch. Once you got your dough in your Dutch oven pan, just like so, now we're just gonna score it however you feel like. You can be fancy or not fancy. I'm not fancy. Just score it so it has a place to break when it rises. Now we're gonna put a lid on it, and now we're gonna let it rise for another hour or possibly 2 hours, depending on the temperature of your house, until it is about size and a half. We're just gonna set it aside and let it rise before we bake it. All right, our loaf has been rising for about an hour and a half now. It's got a decent rise on it, but not a ton. But not to worry, because it's gonna rise a lot more once we stick it in the oven. So now we do nothing to the loaf. And now we turn our oven on at 425 And don't let it preheat at all. Just stick it directly into the oven cold. And we're gonna bake it for 60 minutes. All right, our sourdough boule loaf has been baking for 60 minutes. All right, pour her out and see what she looks like. Oh, smells so good. I wish you could smell this. Oh, and it is beautiful. Look at that. Did you think that was how it was gonna turn out? Now, the worst part. We have to wait an hour to let it cool before we can cut into it. So sad. All right, our loaf has been cooling for about an hour, and now it is ready to cut into it. So beautiful and smells so good. Slice it right in the middle. You ready? Ah, look at that. Oh, it is so beautiful. Smells so good. Now, the only thing left to do is see how it tastes. Slice off a piece. I mean, look at how fluffy and airy that is. So beautiful. Now, we taste. Break off a piece. This is so delicious. Let me know in the comments if you knew sourdough was this easy. Seriously, mix, dump, and bake. Can't get easier than that. And be sure to follow me for more amazing recipes using only shelf-stable ingredients. And check out loadedpotato.org to see all of our recipes, meal plans, grocery lists, and recommended products to save you time, money, and reduce your dependence on the refrigerator. Till next time. I gotta put this down, or I'm gonna eat the whole loaf.